Good evening, West Grand students and parents. Ms. Mead and I are here today to talk to you about the health and wellness projects and systems of support that we have here at West Grand High School, starting with our Colorado Youth Connections grant process that we're going through, and then also our HEAT team goals and objectives, which are really run by Miss Emmylou Harmon. And if you have more questions about the HEAT team, be sure to contact her. But HEAT stands for Health Education Advisory Team. So these are kind of the two platforms that we use outside of our regular school funding to be able to help us achieve those health and wellness goals for students and staff at West Grand High School. So I will kick it over to Ms. Mead to talk a little bit about the Colorado Youth Connections and the social emotional ecosystem that you see here on the screen.
So like Ms. Hook said, the Youth Connections is a grant funded system of supports, and on the screen you can see the social emotional ecosystem. I believe there's 12 districts throughout Colorado or that we're connected with working in this Youth Connections. We have 2 students who meet with other students directly to talk about some of the ways that they can help students create a better system or better supports or better learning environments for their schools. And so directly at our school, we have a student run team, and an adult team that meets monthly, I believe. I think the students might meet a little bit more than the adults meet, but to really make sure that West Grand is getting what we need. So the goals we have come up with are by the end of the 23-24 school year, we will have increased student group club opportunities by 25%. So this really goes into that empowered students ecosystem. And by the 24-25 school year, we will calendar at least 2 annual community connection nights, including culture, student celebrations, community resources, and language sharing. And that really goes into that family and community partnerships. A third goal is by the spring of 2024, we will establish at least 2 safe, inclusive student spaces at the high school, which is really our learning environments. And I know that several of our students have put in applications to get some grant money to be able to create those safe and inclusive student spaces at our high school.
Great, thank you. And yes, everything Ms. Mead says is correct.
And she's one of the members, obviously, on our Colorado Youth Connections team, as well as on the HEAT team. Specifically, Miss Matney kind of runs our student group for Colorado Youth Connections. And right now, our students are really focused on those learning environments at our school, just to make our school feel a little bit more inclusive to them, and also systems of support. So something I know our students are passionate about in that group is some peer mentorship, or just more opportunity to engage with their peers, not only about maybe academic struggles, but also personal struggles, and then what some sort of training for students would look like to be able to engage in that. And then for our HEAT team goals, I should backtrack. The Youth Connections is a 6 through 12 middle school, high school grant. So something similar like this is also going on at the middle school. They just have a little bit different goals than we do. And then the HEAT team, that is district wide. So Health Education Advisory Team is district wide. And these are our district goals I'm about to list for you, but we do have a lot of high school adult participation in the group. So our goals with the HEAT team are physical activity goal, a nutrition goal, a mental health goal, a social emotional goal, and a teacher wellness goal. So our physical activity goal would be to maintain physical activity for students measured in minutes per week through June of 2024. So just making sure that our students are getting access to physical activity in the classroom, but also outside of the classroom, and areas like seminar or during our lunch periods, where sometimes we offer things like basketball tournaments and dodgeball tournaments. Do you have anything to add about that?
I would say even if the tournaments are going on at lunch, a lot of the kids do play sports inside the gym, and hopefully when the snow goes away soon, outside on the track and the soccer field or football field. Excuse me. Just really hopeful for soccer.
For nutrition, we want to maintain nutrition and wellness awareness for students through June of 2024. So I know Ms. Harmon does a great job of this. So do our cafeteria ladies, just making sure that that information is out there about nutrition and wellness, as well as our health teachers district-wide. And something fun that happens during that health and safety week that we put on every year, students get to try some new nutritional foods. And I think that that's always a really good thing for all grade levels. Anything to add? Okay. For mental health, this goal is for us to decrease the number of students, a decrease of 10% in students who feel sad or hopeless for 2+ weeks in a row on our Healthy Kids Colorado survey by June 2024. So every year, our 6th through 12th grade students, it's just 6 through 12, I believe, take a Healthy Kids Colorado survey where it asks them many health and safety questions. And one question in particular aligns with students that feel sad or hopeless 2 weeks in a row. And we just want to make sure that we are decreasing that. And we know that one way or multiple ways to decrease that is, one, to have students to have a trusted adult in the building that they feel like they can go to. Two, for them to feel like they're included in the school environment, whether that's some sort of club activity or athletic, that they feel like they can belong to a group. And then just making sure that we're teaching them those healthy coping skills.
I hope you guys really notice that what we're really trying to align our youth connections with the data from this HEAT team stuff. So our goals are reflective of what we're trying to do as a district.
For social emotional on our HEAT team goals, we would like to see an increase of 10% in having an adult to go to for help with a serious problem, and being sure of consent being granted and received in any situation, and a decrease in being in relationships that are controlling and emotionally hurtful, as reported on that same survey that I just talked about. I think that this is super important for social emotional. I know that something that we talk to students about in seminar are healthy relationships. I also know that in some of our district meetings with the counselors and the support staff that we've talked a lot about, making sure that students are aware of what healthy and unhealthy relationships are, and then that they know what to do, who to go to, what to say if they feel like they're in a situation that they can't control. And then for teacher wellness, of course, like, we can't help others until we can also help ourselves. So we really want to make sure that our staff wellness is a top priority too. So increasing staff wellness through physical activity, nutrition, mental health activities by 10%. By June of 2024 from data in our employee well-being survey. So Ms. Harmon does put out an employee well-being survey, just how people are feeling inside the classroom, but also outside the classroom. And some of the things she does to support that specifically are activity bingo cards for staff, where every month we get a bingo card, and if you get however many bingos, you get put in a drawing for a gift card. She also does spring tune-up, if you want to talk about that.
We have a lot of teams, hopefully, and non-teaming to let you. It's fun activities. You get to do things as a group, as a team, and the end is a really cool purpose.
Yep, and that's not just for staff. The spring tune-up is also for families, and if that's something you're into, we're only a week in, so I'm sure that there could be some room for you to still join. But we just want to make sure that you guys know that not only are we here to promote your students' academic wellness, but also their social wellness, their emotional wellness, their physical wellness, and their overall health and well-being when they are in the building with us.
And hopefully we'll take these skills outside the building.
If you have any questions, again, please reach out to Miss Emily Harmon. You can always reach out to our superintendent, Liz Bauer. She loves having conversations about students and student needs. Myself, Miss Mead, and I will also list our school counselor's contact information, who leads a lot of the student work that we do for the health and wellness. Thanks for joining in.